Alright, and welcome back everybody. We're gonna go ahead and continue Lies of P today. So, I streamed this the other day. I had a lot of fun with this run so far. I haven't managed to die yet, which is pretty good. But, I did also notice that maybe the volume was a little high last time, so I did turn it down. Hang on a sec. Let's talk to Sophia.
Use my power to help you.
And finally get a level up with the stuff I got from beating the boss last time. I get this much when I go for stamina. So you know what? I'll take 2 stamina right now. Let's do it. Give me a little bit to start. And if we go over here, we should be able to upgrade one of the arms before I move on to the next part. Check this thing. We have access to this now that Benini is here. Craft Legion arm. Yeah, because we beat the furnace robot, we get this one now. Excellent. Now we have this. But increase fire attack range. Pandemonium. Aegis. Falcon Eyes. Cool, cool, cool. Now if we modify, though... This one enables moving while charging Electric Blitz. So I'm going to take this upgrade for the electric arm, because I like it a lot. I'll use the firearm in the upcoming section, though. You've never used Aegis? Yeah, that one was actually broken in the initial release of the game. There was an exploit you could do with it to guarantee you'd always get, like, perfect parries if you hold down the button a certain way. It's pretty hilarious. If you upgrade this again, continuous small sparks from the hands... That's not really that important, I feel. I feel like, the later upgrades are something you don't need to worry about unless you're doing New Game Plus. Usually just upgrading the arm once is good enough for the whole game. I'll save my next Legion caliber for upgrading the fire one. And hang on a second.
I know my way around.
See what we have for upgrading. No Crescent Moonstone. Don't have enough for this. Don't need to upgrade the Fire Axe Blade, I feel. Maybe use it a little bit later, but for now I don't have very many hidden moonstones. I should keep the... Hang on. I'll keep the booster handle with the electric coil. And also, yeah, you guys tell me how things sound right now. I'll turn the volume up when there's dialogue and cutscenes, but again, I'm sorry. It was probably a little loud last time. Chat said it was mostly fine, but on the playback I feel like it was drowning me out, like Kuda said. Oh well. Oopsie poopsie, streamer wrecks everything. Oops. That's a bad way to phrase it. Yeah, we can move on now. Hang on. I did the quartz stuff, last time. Teleport to other Stargazer. Center of Vanini Works. This is where we beat the boss. So, we're at the end of Chapter 3, as you can see by the icons there. Again, it's Chapter 9, I believe you have to reach before the DLC stuff opens up. Ooh, let me get comfortable in my seat. I accidentally drifted a little bit away from my microphone, too, given I'm using, like, my, my 3-monitor TV setup when I use my PS5 capture card. Okay. Let's see what we can do. We can run ahead now and get some stuff. Pretty solid 3 hours of progress last time. I was pretty happy with it. There's still an area I can go back and check, but I'd rather come back in a little bit. Like, where I mentioned there's poison water in the drainage. It's right next to a Stargazer, though, so it's fine. Fire canister. This thing just kind of, like, leaks out a puddle of lava. Very situational. I'll hang on to them, though. Oh, yeah, those are explosives, by the way. 2, 3. Don't know why I'm locking onto the guy back there. There we go. That feels so satisfying. Radiant Ergo Fragment. This has made me want to boot up like Dark Souls 1 Remastered again and just try a new build with that. Gotta be careful, chat. Too many video games. Too little time. Hang on. This guy drops down to try and sneak up on me. Got him. Playing it safe. I've mainly focused on upgrading my stamina and HP. And also just to prove that you can kill bosses in this game without having to, like, dump everything into your attack stats. Like a madman. I find that having more HP in these games really is, like, a strategy that's slept on. I've been convinced. Hang on. Yeah, I've never done magic builds in those games, Victini. I think it'd be fun. Okay, when I get near enemies, the audio does pick up a bit because of the loud noises. That's good. Let's see if I can do it. Okay. So yeah, if you remember for the plot, we went to the puppet factory to shut down the puppets from being produced and save Vanini. And now we're just kind of exiting out the back of the factory and seeing where this goes. Here we go. Ergo fragment. Okay, hang on a sec. So something that might be a little useful here. I'm gonna just take my... Do I have any sawtooth wheels? I've got one. These things are the equivalent of pebbles, where they're just a useless item that you can throw to hit things from a distance. You can hit these little bombs here to get them out of the way. There we go. Okay. 1, 2... Watch out for that guy up there throwing stuff. Yeah, I do want to use my PNG Tuber's Witch Hat for a magic run. That would be fun. Ooh. Excellent. Ooh. 1, 2. Remember, puppets are weak to electric, so this is good. Another sawtooth wheel. And this should be a new weapon right here. Big pipe wrench head. So hang on. Maybe mess around with this. Even though it's not upgraded, it's a straight up increase in raw damage, ain't it? But it's more weight. It puts me at slight... Look, it takes me from 53% to 65. This thing weighs a ton. Like, ugh. So I can't just easily slap this on, you know what I mean? Strength-focused weapons are definitely, like, a lot more slower and heavy. So if you end up going into the heavy status, they become even more slow, and they are not worth the trade-off at the cost of stamina, let me tell you. So yeah, we'll have to wait for that. There's another big strength-focused weapon I want to get my hands on in the next area, though. Weapon combining is fun, but a lot of the times I do find, especially early game, the electric coil head is just better than most anything you can put on, because electric is just good for puppets. And I do still have on the puppet killer amulet. Hang on. Okay, I can see him there. Excellent. Can almost kill him with a full charged attack. Okay. You like using the wrench head with the croc baton handle? That's the speedrun strat? Oh, yeah, okay, I get you. Because the baton handle lets you do just, like, quick, rapid, like, pummels, so putting the wrench head on there would be some good blunt damage. I've never seen a speedrun of this game yet. Oops, hang on. I could try that exact combination in a sec, maybe, see how it works for me. Perfect. No need to use my arm here. Ooh. Okay, this thing right here, Dark Moonstone, this thing is the equivalent of, Twinkling Titanite in Dark Souls. Like, you know how there's, like, special items that require, like, a special upgrade material? That's what that is. And I'm gonna need these for a weapon I want to use in a bit. Okay. There's one of these shovel guys. I kill him, he drops something, and he doesn't respawn. Dang it. Thought I could stun him fast enough there. Okay, I got him. Nice. I love the look of these dudes with the shovel. They look like a Yu-Gi-Oh monster, like almost like one of the ancient gears. So Carrier's Amulet, hang on, that's a good one, right? Know what this does? It's two extra points there, but increases your weight limit. So effectively wearing it just gives you a bunch of extra capacity. So if I put this on, now I'm at 48%, and I should be able to put that wrench on just barely. I took off the slot for the HP amulet though, which it took a little bit away. Okay, so check this out, chat. Look, it's just a big monkey wrench. Ooh. That's a big charge up, though, for half my stamina meter. God dang. That's the light attack? That is so slow, man. Yeah, if you want to run a strength build, you gotta expect things to be a lot slower than the other Souls get likes. Hang on. Let's just use it for a sec, though. Hang on. I got enough for a level up, but let me just loot the area up ahead.
Bodies. Could they be from Moonlight Town? Whoa, did puppets do this?
You guys tell me how loud the voice acting sounds. I think I got it turned down like 5-6 decibels compared to last time. I just don't want the environmental noises to drown out everything. Okay, you take 2 hits to die anyway. Hardly worth the trade-off, I'd say. Let me put this on. Oh, jeez. Come on. Now they're all there. Come on. Yeah, this is really, really slow. Let me switch. Let me switch over here. Try putting it on the baton handle. See if that speeds up, because that is unbelievably slow to even be worth it. They still die in the same amount of hits. You know what I mean? This is why I'm not sold on strength builds in this game so far. So let me try taking the wrench head and put it on the baton handle. That lowers the weight by 4.8 compared to what I was holding before, so I'll put it on. Okay, I got it on. So now I have the wrench on the baton. Still got a bit of that speed penalty from how much it weighs, but this is a lot faster swings than what I was doing a second ago, that's for sure. Hang on, let's give it a shot. Just for a sec, anyway. Two hits! 2 hits and faster swings. I'd say that's worth it. Okay. No worries about what's down there yet. Just go over here for a sec. Okay, hang on. Let me get the guy that's up there throwing stuff first, before I get anyone else. Okay, fully charged up swing KOs them. Decently fast. Okay, he survived one of the hits there. There was another one here. Where'd he go? I think he went back in here. Yeah, there he is. He, like, de-aggroed instead of following me. Okay. No sword. Only wrench. Just a hand wrench. Okay, thermite. Thermite's gonna be the next thing that becomes more useful. I got really lucky with my drops with the throwing cells before. Okay, before I go back, though, hang on. This bridge will collapse, but we want that. Splendid chunk. Hang on. Feel a sneeze coming, chat? Hang on. No! Bro, come on. Okay, I got a Crescent Moonstone, but the other one definitely despawned. I'll have to come back and get it. Okay, just in time. Moonlight Town Guide. Moonlight Town is the lowest place in the city where pilgrims prepare for their journeys. Since Saint Frangelico met the one-winged angel and founded the church, Moonlight Town has become known as the place where pilgrims are lifted to the cathedral by pulley and prepare for pilgrimages. Andreas? I think that's how you say it. Andreas's reputation was at its peak when he was appointed as a priest. At the time, Krot was only a poor country town, but Andreas didn't mind and devoted himself to taking care of people. There were even saying that Saint Frangelico himself had returned. Moonlight Town actively helped the priest's good deeds and always acted together as colleagues who delivered the word of God. The decisions to accept the alchemist from outside and revive Krot was what made Moonlight Town, after all. It was the birthplace of the Krot we know today. Today, we have a cable railway instead of pulleys, and the City of Fortune instead of a country village, but our virtues remain unchanged. Just like how the angel wrapped Saint Frangelico in his wings when he fell into the cold, people should help each other. A place lower than any other, Moonlight Town is proof that virtue is still here. Get your Sephiroth jokes out of the way. Okay. Lucky I got some stuff here. So, yeah, I picked up the... Pick up stuff here? Yeah, I did. Oh, hell, it's fine. So, hang on a sec. I can see the appeal of this little wrench. This actually would be fun for a strength build. Like, it's definitely slower than the other baton animations because of, like, it factors in the weight of the tip. Or the head, I should say. Ooh, nice. I love that gear spinning noise that plays when you get those. Okay. We don't need to go back. First, let's get this guy. See this jump? See this jump? Okay. Yeah, that's satisfying. That hits pretty hard. Can see why this is the speedrun weapon, yeah. So up ahead here, there's two things. There's that big little house. As soon as I walk in there, the door closes behind me. So it's tricky. And then up ahead is the entrance to the next area. So let's see if I can get through this safely. Maybe use my electric arm a bit more. That'd be smart. Oh, shoot. Okay, 2 down. The range of the electric arm being able to hit, like, a group around you is good. Oof, nice. I remember when this house used to mess me up all the time. Okay, hidden moonstone. And before I leave, hang on, let's go get this stuff. Not a Souls-like without a good old-fashioned ambush room. Workshop resistance. Okay. Yeah, so your reward for doing this little thing here is you get a thing that gives you extra resistance against acid, the other element in the game. So that should be a hint of the enemy type that's about to be coming up, chat. Okay. Usually they always give you one of those when you're about to come to an area that has them. Okay. Pick this up. You also might remember, when we were inside the puppet factory, I killed that one dude that was the survivor hanging in the room, and I got a gesture. That gesture makes it so I can get through this next part without having to fight. I missed that on my first playthrough. Okay. I feel like it's really easy to miss rooms in the puppet factory on your first go. Everyone does. Okay, here it is. Here, let me turn up the volume. There's gonna be voice acting for a bit. That'll be fine.
Do you want to go up, child? I'm sorry, but the train isn't in service anymore. The cathedral isn't the sanctuary it once was. The people who went up there never returned. I still don't know what happened, but I do know this. The cathedral is off limits. Forever. If you're determined to pass, you must prove your identity. Who are you? Are you a stalker?
Give the stalker greeting.
Interesting. I thought all the stalkers died when the workshop tower collapsed. As for me, I'm as good as dead. A sinner who lost everyone I ever loved. I have no right to stop someone as determined as you. Please be safe up there.
There we go. Yeah, if you don't have that gesture, you have to fight and kill her. All right. Either way, you gotta fight a human. Okay, let's get on up. Elevator ride with talking.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Pilgrim's Cable Railway. Now, those of you who joined us in Moonlight Town, we hope your preparations for the Pilgrim's journey are well underway. Fascinating town, Moonlight, just fascinating. Back in the day, the only way to reach the cathedral was using a rope and pulley. So, thanks for building it on a cliff, St. Frangelico. I kid. Frangelico, wonderful saint, wonderful. Anyway, next stop, the Bridge of Atonement. While you atone there, don't miss a magnificent view of beautiful Krot. It's been my pleasure, friends, and enjoy the rest of your journey. I've been your captain on this ride, Gemini! Well, not bad, huh? Oh, I really am good at this. When in doubt, let Gemini be your guide. You look annoyed. What'd I do? I'm sure it's fine. Let's get a move on, pal.
I'm sure it's fine. Gemini just has, like, the voice of...
Off. Do you see that over there? I recognize dead puppets. That's to be expected. But what is that?
Yeah, Gemini has the voice of, like, the wacky sidekick in a sitcom, and it works so well. So, chat, we're on our way to the cathedral, and, looks kind of nice, doesn't it? Path of Misery, that's how you know this is a happy place. Okay, so let me just heal here for a sec, and... let's just walk over here.
No idea what those things are, pal. Approach with caution.
Alright. So, this is the next enemy type in the game. We're done with puppets for a bit now that we're over here. So the game builds up to this part pretty subtly. You might remember we found that note about the guy, Dr. Cure-All, who was selling a cure. And then we found a note saying that, like, wait a second, the cure I gave people turned people into something else. And now we're seeing the result of that. They're very, very subtly kind of hint that something's building up about that disease, and this is it. But hang on, what we're gonna do now, so remember I said puppets are weak to electric? This enemy is weak to fire. Like, they're called Carcasses. Hang on. So, you know what? We haven't used the Salamander Blade at all, so let's just use its regular handle. I'll show that off. Hang on. It'll weigh a lot less, too, so let me put this on. Okay. I can take off the carrier amulet, because I don't need to lug around a giant thing. We don't need Puppet Destroyer amulet anymore for a while, because we're not fighting puppets, so I can replace that with... swordsmanship, I guess? Carrier might also be okay for later when I have more stuff to put on, but I'll just put this on for now. Hang on. But what we should do first, let's go back to the hotel so we can upgrade things. Yeah, I'm gonna go switch to the fire one as well. Hang on, let me show you guys this. This is the firearm. Let me show this one off, because this one's actually pretty sick too, if you use it right. Literally light them on fire. It doesn't have a lot of, like knockback hit stun on it, but if you use it, like, at the right times when an enemy is, like, staggered and just kind of, like, winding up, you can get in some good damage with it. Okay. So, we're gonna go back to the hotel. I'm gonna see if I can use the stuff I picked up to upgrade the, Fire Blade, because the Fire Blade is very good in this part of the game. Ooh. Okay, let me move my thing here. Again, that wrench is pretty nice, but I just want to use the fire. Show off how good it is. They kind of trick you into thinking the Fireblade might suck, though, because they give it to you at the start of the Puppet Factory, which is, like, the worst place to use it, because, again, puppets are weak to electric, and I'm reasonably sure they resist fire at least a little bit.
I know my way around a weapon.
Okay, upgrade weapon. Yep, I can upgrade this. Plus extra 9 damage across the board. I got 1 Crescent Moonstone. Let's get another upgrade. Might try using the Fire Axe a little bit later, too. So let me just upgrade this once for now. Just so we can switch it up later, you know? It's fun to mix up different weapons, but I just like showing things. Hang on. Now, I should have enough for 2 levels with you in a sec. Let me try this. Let's see here. Remaining ergo. This gives 700. 1, 2. Come on, there should be enough. Guess not. Just use this 1 chunk, then. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong icon. I was looking at the top right, not the bottom. Silly me. I thought it was going to show it there. Yeah, I just need to use the 1 chunk for now. I don't need to spend all of them. Okay. So for right now, 1 capacity just for later on, and 1 stamina. Take those. Minor upgrade, but we'll take them. Now we're gonna go back. No need for boss rematch. So we're on chapter 4. Luckily, I know my way around this place a little bit. Hope the carcasses bought burn heal. Heck yeah. Gotta be careful, though, because, like, kind of like some of those later puppets, I feel like the carcasses can just kind of shrug off hits and will just flail their arms wildly like a Demon Souls enemy. And you gotta just, like, you gotta be not stupid against them, I feel. But hang on. I'll use the Salamander Blade as is, because it's light. And I like this. It's basically a variation of the Rapier style. Check this out. Carcasses are weak to fire. That means their body fluid is also... Okay. Nice of them to put a sign there to help us out. Now let's look around and get some goodies, why don't we? In a while, I'm going to want to put the Fire Blade handle on the booster blade for certain enemies. Oops. Wow. Okay, I pressed the thing to lock onto him, and instead it missed, and I just kind of walked around him like a frickin' idiot. Okay. Yeah. When they've got that, like, charred look on them, that means you've done enough fire damage to give them burn, and they're slowly gonna, like... They slowly take damage while burned, right? Pretty sure they do. Okay, he's right there! Why can't I lock on to them? Bro! Come on now. Go ahead. Soften him up a little bit for 1 kill. Now let me run up here for a sec. Yeah, when you're in overheat status, they lose health and can't recover health. It doesn't really matter, because they're not, like, running heals. Hey. Yeah, doing that makes that fall. Hang on, though. Let me just go around, because I didn't get the item up there. My clothes are getting all muddy, chat. That's not good. How am I supposed to walk around in my big fancy outfit when I can't, like, frickin', Giving him 3 rapid hits there works just fine, though. The arm isn't really strictly necessary for, the grunt guys like this. Looks like I picked up everything. Always making sure I pick up everything along the way. It helps a lot. Shoot. Easy. Definitely can help when you're using the flame arm against a group, but those guys just, like, they can kind of just, like, flail their arms, so it's not always the best idea to just stand in front of them and use it. When Saint Frangelico falls and breathes his last breath, the angels of God will look after him. If anything, the firearm is more suited to, it's more suited to being used with a non-fire weapon. Like, the idea is that you want to, like, put them into burn status by using the arm, and then wail on them with your other weapon. It's kind of overkill for me to use both the fire blade and this.
What's their problem? Wait, their bodies are strangely altered. I don't know what's going on, but keep those eyes of yours open.
Very astute observation, Gemini. You really didn't notice until now that there was something wrong with these lads. Nothing gets past you. Okay. Take a peek here, chat. Woman's prayer. God, I pray with all my heart, please withdraw your wrath from Krot. Just as you enveloped Saint Frangelico with angels' wings, please save us as well. If the judgment was unavoidable because of our corruption, please at least spare my child your wrath. This baby has done no wrong. Please let my Charlotte enter heaven. If there's anyone who finds this place, please pray for us and know that there was desperate sadness here. So chat, you might remember earlier in the game, I found an apartment, about a man who said he sent his daughter, or his wife and his daughter, Charlotte, to the cathedral for safety. Yeah, that was them. And he was very confident that the cathedral was going to be safe for them. Oopsie poopsie. Certified sad Teddy moments, alright. Big sad. Okay. Now, chat, we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna get the most useless mechanic in the whole game. I heard the recent patch tried to buff it, but it still sucks. Let's just go talk to this guy first. I see a chest behind him.
Mercy, I beg you, don't kill me. I thought you were from the organization. Never mind. My name is Giangio. I'm an pharmacist. Yes, pharmacist.
I believe you.
I'm looking for the legendary gold coin fruit. I was able to use medicine to slow the infection spread. I have the petrification disease, and I need a cure. Sorry, I ramble when I'm nervous. Read this. It'll explain things faster than I can.
Alright. Guliami. I have no clue if I said that correct. Feel free to tell me how it's supposed to be said. The King's Knight found the shining tree on the rocky mountain. The tree's fruit resemble gold coins, and this fruit is a miraculous blessing. For many people who have recovered from different diseases and who have been able to escape the plague, the elated knight built a castle and called himself the Holy Knight. Remember, sojourners, miracles always have a price, no matter how captivating they may be.
Many substances can be poisonous. The precise dose is what separates medicine from poison. The gold coin fruit might just be a myth. But in the midst of an epidemic, it might be our salvation. Can you let me know if you find it? I'll give you this by way of payment.
Alright, the cube. There are various kinds of wish stones which can be equipped to cubes. Using cubes consumes the wish stones. You can equip a wish stone to a cube to replenish it through a Giangio, I think he said, or a stargazer. This is freaking useless. This cube is supposed to be like an extra item you can like put effects on and like use in the middle of fights, but it's so useless. Like, if I use it once for like a healing effect, I have to go buy that wish stone again over and over, and it's like, why? Yeah, the recent patch, Victini, they made it so that the wish stone cube is a lot faster to even use, but it's still useless. Yeah, it used to be like extremely slow to the point that like you'd never want to use it, especially in the middle of a fight. I don't think I've heard from one person say that they genuinely find it to be a useful or even usable mechanic. I don't know what they were thinking. It's just like a weird thing that's just kind of in the game, and no one cares about it. Yeah. Anyways, I found a thing. Okay, this gives me more break resistance. Guess I may as well put it on. Yeah, most of its effects are for, like, buffing the Spectre in, like, a boss fight, which is also a mechanic I personally just don't really use, but people that use it still say it's meh, right?
I'm headed to the St. Frangelico Cathedral. You can find me there if you need me.
Yay! That guy is gonna be waiting for me at the Cathedral. What a nice lad. Find him some cough syrup or something, though. That'll help him out. I know one cure I should avoid giving him, though. Okay, chat, let's have a look over here. I'm stuck on the pew. Bibbity boopity. Just beat boop robo noises. Unfortunately, chat, even I can't read the robo noises. I'm not a real robot, I guess. You can see the carcasses are fighting the puppets. And losing. Or the puppets are losing. Come on. Watch out for this big boy. Oops, I inputted it twice. Alright. That was supposed to be like a stab and a dash back, but I pressed it twice. Or I buffered the second one and wasted my whole meter. Okay, that guy's taken out. This place looks like lots of fun. Hang on, what happens when I look over down here? Dang, you can really see, like, the whole city look there. Cool, too. That's cool. A lot of it's covered by, like, fog, but... Alright, chat. This is the next major area, the Cathedral. It'd be pretty obvious that's where we're gonna be going. Yeah, you can see Vanini's works over there, too. Cool robo arms. Okay. Check it out, chat. I'm sure nothing but good things happen here. Okay, so I use the fire blade on it, or sorry, the salamander blade and the salamander handle for a bit. Maybe I should, maybe try something like, let me see here. Let's try something different right now. Let's put the fire axe head on, what is it? With the wrench handle, that would weigh way too much. Way too much. I could try putting it on the salamander thing, but that would mean it's stab. Yeah, that's not good. The salamander handle does stab animation, so that red thing means that would be a stupid idea. I could try put on the puppet saber handle. That could be wonky. Like a scimitar handle with a fire axe head. Okay, how much does it weigh? Weighs a little bit more. Slightly more durability, slightly more attack power. Look at this! Look at this! I'm like running around fighting with a little pocket hatchet. Let's try this goofy thing for a sec. My fire coverage will be... Oh, right, hang on. That thing I got from Vanini last episode. So you see that little orange icon? Once per... only once, what I can do is I can use my grindstone, and I can temporarily put fire on my weapon. That will replenish every time I use the Stargazer. That is much better than using, like, the random bolt papers or something, which are one time only. So that's another way to put, like, random elements on your weapons, which I think is a cool mechanic. But it doesn't last very long. It's more of those things you just use for boss fights. Okay. I think you can get some perks with the quartz to make it last longer, but still... It might be a good idea to go back to the hotel first. I could probably spend some souls. Ergo. Echoes. Currency, whatever you want to call them. Here we go. Small firefighter, ooh woo. I'm gonna use a little pocket hatchet for now. See if I can upgrade the fire axe head as well. Because it's got more attack power than the salamander handle. Just obviously it doesn't have the fire stats.
I know my way around.
I find enough? Yeah, I got enough to upgrade it once more. And one more Crescent Moonstone, and I can put this to +5. I want to take the salamander head into the boss fight, because that would be good. Actually, wait, no, I think there's something else I'd want to use there. Need 4 hidden moonstones now. Okay. And for a level up, I need... Okay, about 800 more souls. May as well do that and go leave with Sophia. Hang on. Let's go down here. There we go.
I'll use my power.
About Sophia's power.
I am able to wield ergo. They call me a listener because I can hear ergo. I inherited the power from my mother, who hated it, called it the devil's power. So I kept it a secret that I could talk to puppets. Now you are the only one my voice reaches. So I beg you, please save Krot.
Well, if a cute blue-haired girl tells you to do something, well, I'm powerless. Gonna have to do it now. Okay, what do we got? So if I upgrade strength, I'd get like 3 extra damage on my axe, 1 more fire attack power from my fire arm. Same deal with this. Or chat, or I could get 3 points of stamina, or 12 extra HP. I'd be crazy not to. I'll take it. Okay, switch the cube's wish stone. No, just don't bother using that. It's so useless. Hang on. Go back here. I'm telling you, having extra HP and stamina so you can explore longer is just way better than just like saving like 1 or 2 hits on random grunts. Because like I feel like an extra 10 into your strength or dex does not make or break any boss battle. Maybe I'm weird about that, but it's worked that way for me so far, so I'll probably try giving that strat a try next time I play a Dark Souls game. And he's just chilling here.
Gold coin trees are said to blossom when plague stalks the land. Perhaps they've already bloomed somewhere in Krot.
Talk about the cube.
The people of ancient Krot knew how to bottle a wish upon a star. They claimed special powers after distilling the wish into a cube made from a meteorite. It's said to react to someone who has ergo and grant them special power. Temporarily.
It's said to do
Maybe you'll
that.
find a start a wish on Stalker. And if you do, I hope this cube helps you with that.
It will not. It will not. Okay, turn it back down a tiny bit. I keep turning it up when a character speaks. I'm a little more conscious about the volume. I haven't uploaded the first VOD of this to YouTube yet. I hope it's not a big deal. I'm too self-conscious. There we go. This has been really fun so far, though, chat. I'm glad, I got this scheduled for 2 more sessions later this week. Oh. There goes that. That's a thing we'll just have to deal with. Stained choir sheet music. The original score is unrecognizable because there's a sticky blue fluid all over it. Angel, why did you abandon us? The cathedral scares us. I want to go home. Every night there's a monster crying in the basement. Even if I sing hymns, I can hear it in my ears. It'd be better if the Archbishop was with us, but he's busy praying. Angel, please hear our prayers. Help us go home, please. Okay. I'm gonna take my little scimitar fire axe. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, first time I played this game, I thought you were supposed to hop down this. I tried to jump over there. This is completely aesthetic. You cannot walk on it, and I wish they made that a little more clear. Because it almost looks like one of those sections where you gotta, like, fall down the right way. But no, you don't. You have to go over here. That will kill you. I wonder, did any of you do that too? Please tell me I'm not alone on that. Yeah, let's go down this way. Whee! Okay. What the heck was that thing? Don't worry, it's just a thing. I know where all the hidden items are in this area, don't worry. I should be good. First. Yep, that's the decay meter. It builds up when I'm in the acid chat. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Swings decently fast. If the decay meter fills up full, you just get inflicted with poison. It's basically like poison in Dark Souls. Okay. I do love how the acid in this game just looks like almost like blue raspberry candy syrup. Maybe I'm freaking crazy. Just looks that way to me. So now, oh boy. Okay, could you like? Oh boy. Hang on. Let me back away. This part can be annoying as hell. You have these tiny little walkways with enemies in your way, while this piece of crap throws stuff at you. There we go. Yeah. Have fun with this. Fortunately, that went pretty poorly because that last guy just would not get knocked out of the way. You can parry the projectile shot, though. Yeah, if you get inflicted with decay, it rapidly decreases your weapon durability. Make sure you always take a second to just be like, do this. Okay. Let's look around. Now, if I go over here, I fall... Okay, that was bullshit. Really? That's how my first death happens. Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. Did it look like I just slid off the side of that to you guys? Because it looked pretty lame to me. I dropped down the hole. I was clearly supposed to drop down, and then I just like fell off the side of the thing. That was so stupid. Oh, that wasn't my fault. Okay, then let's just go down and get my stuff. I'm mad about that. Oh, okay. Yep, that's the first death of the playthrough. What a way to go down after first trying all the bosses up to this point. Hang on, I may as well take out these guys, get the extra souls, calm me down. Ooh, hang on. Nice. Luckily that wide swing hits a lot of them there. I'm mad about that, not gonna lie. Who wouldn't be mad about that? Okay, hang on. Let me swivel in my chair here and focus. Get rid of the peeps over this way. I do wonder if the oh, wow. That dude got up so quickly. Last time he waited until I was over there to get up. Okay. I see that guy waiting there. No problem. There we go, fire killed it. Okay, let's go back up there. Here, let me hit my happy button, because I'm a happy little bean. Never seen that guy get up so quickly either. I know, right? Okay. Let's... Oh. It almost happened again. You see that? It pushed me more to the left as I dropped. That was so stupid. That wasn't fair. I demand that death be revoked. That was not fair at all. Hang on, there's a guy here. And also use the fire to hit without committing to a swing so I don't accidentally step off. Okay. That's upsetting. That's really upsetting. Ooh, someone had a little candy party in here. Check it out, chat. Look at that guy in the corner. He's got his hands raised up. That's how excited he was. Cut it in editing. No one will know. Oh, no. My computer... Something with my computer does not want to render stream VODs lately, so... I wouldn't be able to make a smooth edit to hide that. Okay, whatever. There we go. There we go. This large enemy that shoots projectiles can be a massive pain in the ass, yeah. Want to be careful about where I do my swings, because I don't want to step forward and fall off. Okay, this part is so annoying. I know. A lot of people do die here a ton on their first playthrough. It's so easy to just, like, make a mistake with moving the camera, too. Ooh! Oh, it wasn't enough to kill them. Oh, well. Can they hit me from down there? I guess we're about to find out. It's not worth killing them. Take the loss in souls and just let them go. Fell off like 5 times by getting hit by that projectiles. I know, it sucks, don't it? Dang it. You know what? I'll use up one of those to get 130 souls. Not worth it. Principle of the matter, chat. Principle. Oh, this room. Okay, this is the fun room, chat. Every cathedral needs to have a giant marble electrified rolling down, right? This room in particular does kind of suck. Oh boy. It can be really easy to get hit hard there. So up this ladder right here leads to another Trinity door, which is, you can only be opened with those keys you get from the riddle guy. That particular riddle door also has a poopy reward. It has an amulet that's not that good. So I'll probably come back for it much later. But I'd rather, when I get my next Trinity key, I'll probably save it for the next door. Hang on. Let's just carefully walk over here for a sec. The Archbishop is dead. Those who are still alive must flee the dead. Okay, let's focus, chat. Let's focus. Time to become a teddy bear hero. Okay, that one's breaking through. Oh. I was shooting my flame from the wrong spot. Nice. Don't even need to use my Fable Art stuff. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Zen's Fortress. Yeah, it does kind of remind me of that a bit, don't it? Okay. I am thinking about finally trying to get, like, the Platinum Trophy for this game. I kind of stopped trophy grinding for, like, almost a year now and moved to retro achievements, which I still do like better, but it's fun to kind of 100% some games on console, too. What am I saying? I got demotivated because there are so many games that just have either lazy sets or impossible sets. Hang on. Okay. Now, here's the thing. We can push the fire, onto this, and it will drain... Yeah, it destroys the acid. Which, don't ask how that makes sense, but it does. It just evaporates it. Oh, hey, how you doing up there? Fall down. 130. Oh, hang on. Hang on a second. Not yet. Let me go over here. Activate a shortcut. And I'm gonna go get a weapon that I missed. I'm pretty sure I've missed this weapon in like first few playthroughs, even the last one I streamed. Hang on a sec. So stand on this, ride it up. I got the shortcut so I can climb back up more easily. Audio still looking good, chat? I hope so. Okay. Fall over here. And there's a chest. Blind man's double-sided spear blade and the handle. Let me show this one off. So this thing is like, you got like a wrapped up saw blade for like a shield for the handle, and the actual blade is like a pitchfork like spear, and it's like almost like the rapier animation. That's kind of cool, ain't it? But if you charge the heavy, it's like a shield bash. You kind of just take that thing and whack with it. It's kind of a cool idea. I'm kind of mad I didn't find this one for a bit. My friend had to show me where it was because I literally didn't see it before. Okay. Now then, you can fall down here safely a bit. Can also fall to that, but I don't need to. Over here I can drop to this. Okay. And now over here, you can see that there's some peeps right here, chat. They seem to see me, and they don't seem to like me. You can parry enemies with the heavy charge of it, too. Oh, can ya? That's cool. Hang on. And that gets rid of one of them. The throwables are actually really good in this game. Whereas I find if you try to use the throwables in something like Dark Souls or Bloodborne, they're just, like, not good. No, Bloodborne doesn't really have throwables. That's not really a fair comparison. And this leads to that drop we saw before. Hang on. I'm gonna play it safe and just burn a heal. Yeah, I need to drop a certain way to get that. Hang on. Okay. So yeah, I turned this thing on here to go up. It was going down before, so this is the shortcut. So when I go up, I can land over to this thing here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, it goes down like that much. Probably should get some upgrades for this thing. Legion plug. So Legion plugs are used for making... Oh, there it is. Okay. You needed to craft Legion arms. So I can make more of them, but I'm gonna be real with you. Most of the time, the fire and electric one are probably just the best. There's other ones you can make. Like, there's one that spits out acid, but it's so poopy. Like, it spits it in such a weird range and line that, like, it'll never hit the enemies. There's one that spits out a proximity bomb, but the animation for it takes so goddamn long that you're extremely vulnerable when you use it. It's like, eh. You can mess around with them for fun, but still. Anyways. So, we got that. But we want to go back down to the bottom floor. Because if you'll remember, I pushed the thing to drain the acid, right? So take a look. This room is now clear. And it turns out there was just an entire downstairs going into here, which doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know how. Like, if you walk over to this spot of the acid, do you just drown? I don't think I've actually tried that. But this wooden door clearly prevented the acid from getting in. You don't. I guess there must be a cover for it or something. I don't know. Cool room. Cool hideaway. I wish I could have a secret room. One of my goals in life. Okay. Yeah. Encrypted storage device in the shape of a metal cylinder. Vanini might be able to decode this device if you ask him. The storage devices that hide secrets using encryptions were popular among the upper class. Naturally, decoding devices targeting the rest of the population were also popular, but most have been destroyed. So yeah, you give this to Vanini, and he gives you information for, like, kind of like a side quest you can do to get some extra items. It's usually pretty worth it, because you often get quartz from it, which lets you upgrade the P organ for more perks. Okay. I'm doing pretty good so far, minus that one little stupid drop. Yeah, I guess I can keep going forward like this. Let's ride the thing up to the top. I might use this tiny little thing for a sec here, but I'm looking for something else. A different weapon shortly. Okay. Yeah, this is where we went up to. I pulled that lever to make the thing work. And... hang on. Check up here first. Okay, there's items over there. I threw a thing at the enemy to make it fall down, so she ain't gonna climb up and get me. Crescent Moonstone, that's what I need for level ups. I'm gonna save that for leveling up something in the future. Oh, mini boss room, hang on. Let's put this thing back on. Life amulet, swordsmanship. Don't need the carrier amulet on. Play smart and we'll be okay. Hang on, this would be a good time to use my grindstone. Oh, sorry, I missed that hydrate, Adri. Oof. Okay, took a sip. Let me just get my game face on. Oh boy. This is an enemy that's pretty prime use for the flame thing too, because he's gonna block a lot. Ooh. Oh, I missed that? Wow. Shoot. God dang. Come on. Come on, heal. Come on. I really should have went back to, like, heal and recharge my pulse cells. I just went in raw with that, and I still won, so I'm happy about that. That guy can be scary, as you can see, because that shield arm really does block a lot. But when you break the shield arm with the fire like that, he does kind of go into, like, the stagger form. Okay. And also, yeah, when you kill a mini-boss like that, they don't respawn, and they often drop things like amulets or quartz. I currently have 1 quartz. I need 2 more. So you notice that my HP thing is empty and has that pink meter. When you run out of heals, you can kind of like hit the enemy to build up that meter to get 1 heal back. That's what that loud noise is. So it's a pretty decent system. Kind of lets you just get a heal back when you're kind of struggling. Makes things a bit more tense. Okay, Crot supply box. And expand Polendina's shop. Here we go. Don't know why I don't just, like, open it up and take the stuff myself, but hey. So, I've reached the end of this pathway. There should be a stargazer after this elevator. Pretty good, chat, pretty good. Oh, do I still have my Angie face on? I do. I do. I didn't even notice. I do that sometimes. Ooh-woo. Ooh-woo indeed, chat. This is how you do it. Okay. Stargazer activated. So hang on. Let's go talk to this person first.
I'm surprised to see who's, well, alive. Oh, where are my manners? I'm Cecile, and I serve the Archbishop. I'm the only one left. Everyone's dead. From the petrification disease, or from the monsters. I didn't die. But my heart breaks more each day. Can you do me a kindness? Bring me the holy mark from the Archbishop's quarters. The Archbishop was a true saint. He was my savior. If I write his words into my heart, maybe it'll give me the strength to carry on. I can't die. But perhaps this can help me live again. Please, bring me the holy mark as quickly as you can.
Alright. No, this supply box doesn't give me access to that, Victini. I'm pretty sure to get, more amulets and stuff, you need a different supply box for, Vanini's butler. There's 2 different supply boxes, one for, the regular shop and one for the butler shop. Okay, teleport to Stargazer. So, what we're gonna do right now, chat, we're gonna use the stuff I picked up before I advance here. Oof. But there is an amulet that does more damage to carcasses, but I'm pretty sure this won't give me that. But hang on, let's see. This just expands Polendina's shop, who is the butler robot over there. Oof, this breeze that my fan is giving me feels so nice in this heat.
Welcome to Hotel Pro.
Add shop goods.
This is a supply box, officially approved by the city of Krat. I shall open it and add it to the hotel shop. Many thanks, good sir. Welcome to Hotel...
Okay, so as you can see here, he now sells 2 pieces of quartz. Or sorry, no, he has 2 pieces of quartz for this price and 1 piece of quartz for this price, right? So I'm just gonna buy this one right now. Okay, obviously it's not repeatable purchases. So while we're here, let's make some sales, but I can't talk. Sell my star fragments because I'm never using them. Don't need this. And this is a temporary one, kind of useless. Do I have any Fable Catalysts? Huh, I haven't been picking them up, like, at all. They haven't dropped at all, that's weird. They're supposed to be weirdly common. Whatever, those will do for now. But yeah, you can buy things from this guy.
Buongiorno, and welcome to the House of Vanini. I am Master Vanini's Major Domo, Pulcinella, at your service, sir. The House of Vanini carries only the finest in luxury merchandise. I believe you'll find all items to be both superior quality and distinguished provenance. I am certain you will be able to find something that suits you, sir. At the House of Vanini, even priceless things have a price. Every item is a treasure of distinguished quality and superior provenance.
Okay, so right now, these are the only things this guy sells. These are kind of useless unless you know exactly what you're doing. They're not really worth buying, in my opinion. Just a slight increase for one of the slash, strike, or pierce. These are cranks. I don't really need them, I feel, for my build. But this thing is worth it later. You know how I have that thing that temporarily gives me fire that replenishes? This is the electric version of that. So I buy this and I can switch the grindstone to give me temporary electric when I need it. But we're not fighting puppets, so I don't need this until much later. Let me see what I can upgrade here.
I know my way around a weapon.
I can upgrade this to a 5. I don't have enough hidden moonstones for that yet. I may as well... Yeah, I will need this a bit later, so I'll just upgrade it now. Like, the elemental blade heads, or coil head in this case, you will use them throughout the whole game if you're smart, so they're good to invest in. Hang on. I walked over here for a sec. I organized this place according to the rules. Don't touch anything. Eugenie. Check out those cats, chat. Check out those cats indeed. Right. I need to talk to Vanini to show him the encrypted vessel.
Isn't this a cryptic vessel?
Yes.
Well, I would expect nothing less from you. What I mean, of course, is that this is a humble invention of mine. A cipher device. Once your information is locked in here, only you can get it out. Of course, once people realize the value of a truly unbreakable way to keep secrets, knockoffs flood the market. The trials and travails of true genius, forever copied, never credited. But I admit, even some of these knockoffs could still hold secrets.
Ooh.
You're welcome to take a crack at, well, cracking it. Who knows? It could lead you to something truly valuable. Or at least more practical.
I hope so. Okay, decipher it for me, please.
May I be of assistance? I can decipher this in moments, if you'd allow me. I admit I'm a bit rusty, but it's all starting to come back to me. Genius never sleeps and never truly abandons the truly brilliant. What? No, of course I didn't read the contents. Who has time to read anymore? But I could help you read it if you want to.
Alright, crafted vessel decryption. Orders, strike the puppet hanging from the Alchemist Bridge. Let me turn it down again. On Elysian Boulevard. Dear Adelina, I've prepared a shelter for you. It's an apartment on Elysian Boulevard. You can stay there until everything settles down. I've arranged for someone to take you there. Once you get to the Alchemist Bridge on Elysian Boulevard, you're safe. The address and the key are hidden in the puppet hung from the Alchemist Bridge. Ask your escort man to strike the puppet. The shelter was supposed to be our first home. I guess next time. To make up for what happened, I'm escorting the Alchemist for a bit. We're going to St. Frangelico Cathedral and all the way to the Grand Exhibition. Maybe the mission is to bring petrification disease cures to the refugees. I'll be back as soon as it's done. Yeah, don't think that mission went very planned, so let's go get that reward for ourselves then. I haven't seen the cat around. I should try and pet it when I see it. Inside house on Elysian Boulevard. Brought City Hall's nearby it as well. Hang on. I can just take a couple pathways. Doesn't really matter too much. You might remember the bridge is where I fought the Mad Donkey, who dodged my attacks very stupidly. You know what else is stupid? My one death in this game so far, that was stupid. It's cloudy evening. There it is. So, here's the thing about this thing, chat. You actually can't lock on to this until you've read the decryption note, so you can't get this early. Letter with refugee's address, Elysian Boulevard, 221B. Love, Adelina. The key is enclosed. Okay. Now that's actually next to where we kind of started a little while ago. Let's just walk towards it, kill a few things along the way. Come on. Kill you. Probably faster if I just take the elevator up. Come on. Oof. All the way up there. I'm doing less damage to those guys because I'm not hitting them with the coil head, and I also don't have the puppet killer amulet on right now. Yes, I don't. Man, I love this mini little frickin' fire axe. It's so goofy. Hang on. So the apartment should be over here, I believe. Hang on. Here it is. 221B. You can read it. However, first, let's just kill these guys. Don't want them to randomly aggro and follow me in. Plus, it's free souls, right? Someone left the lights on. Owl doctors, hunting apparel, and quartz. So I got a new outfit and piece of quartz. So now I've got 3 quartz, right? Yeah, I should have enough to unlock a new perk. Just fully dump them all at once and get the 3 sub-perks, too. Hang on, I could change my outfits. Owl doctors, hunting apparel. I could try this one for a bit. Look like a toy soldier, look at me. Kinda goofy. No big long coat, chat. Okay. Yeah, let's go back to the hotel. My brain couldn't, like, remember the word. And I'm gonna dump the 3 quartz to get the perks. The quartz perks are worth a whole lot. And if you remember, there's 2 quartz I can buy from the shop. I'll save up a little bit and get those, just to get everything else later. I think the next branch of P-Organ stuff I unlock is actually not nearly as good. I think some of it is kind of junk for a bit. There are definitely some perks that you see there that are just like, yeah, this is for New Game Plus when you literally have nothing else to select. You'll see what I mean. First. Okay, let's hop in this. We're gonna get a whole bunch of good stuff out of this one now. Okay, so the last thing I did... Oh, I'm still at the phase where I need 2 of them. Oh, if that's the case, I could just go buy one of them from the shop and get 2 full things, couldn't I? I've only unlocked these 2, increase pulse cells and Fable. So... increase your pulse cells and increase your amulet slots. Those are the 2 I really want. So let's get this. Stagger attack. Increase weapon attack when discharged. 2 situational. Increased recovery. That's a good one, really good one to get. Take that. And I already took defense type for this tree, so I can't pick it again. Over here. Consumable effect duration. Special grindstone effect duration. Not really. And yeah, these are just enhance the effects of your items. Not good right now. Reduce stamina consumption from dash. That's actually a pretty good one to get too. Rather just take it early on. Okay. So hang on. I'm gonna go buy 1 more quartz. And I'm just gonna get the one that gives me an extra amulet slot, because that's huge. Okay. There's definitely some filler perks for sure, yeah. Anything to do with the wish cubes is useless too. So, hang on, let me see here. I'll just use up some of my consumable ergo. Just using these 2 will get me to what I need.
Welcome.
Yeah, buy 1. There we go. Now I have a total of 2 on me. 1 more to buy from him when I want to upgrade something else. I feel like I really kind of, in my first playthrough, slept on how good the P-Organ stuff could be if you're smart about it. It just seemed like a bunch of small effects that I didn't, like, care about, but... It is useful to pick some of those sub-perks instead of just picking the one... only going for increasing your pulse cells. But hang on, we want this. Increase durability, recovery speed, Lower consumption. Ambush attacks. A lot of these ones aren't the best to pick from. I definitely should take an attack type. I can only take one attack type for this, though. Increase fatal attack. I could go for that one. That one's good, I guess. Fatal attack is when you, they're staggered and they have that icon and you approach them. Hang on. Take that. And for the other one... Guard gain recovery. Lower damage when dodging. I could maybe take this one, but it's, these ones just aren't really gonna work. Even this just isn't really worth taking the perk, I feel. Guard, get regain reduction. Damage of charge attack. Lowers damage received when you're doing charge attacks and using Fable Arts. It's not terrible either. Could just take the standard attribute resistance as well. That's one's just kind of good for the long run. Alright, you know what? I'll take this. We're gonna do my reckless thing of just charging in their face. Okay, so now we've unlocked Phase 3. So look at these, chat. This one is increase the recovery of the pulse cells. That's good. That's good, but I need 3 total. This one is shortens the gold coin tree's fruit-bearing time. Well, okay, they just kind of... We're not even at that part of the game. They kind of just spoiled it. Okay. Increased cube uses. No! No one wants to use this ever. And then we have add a belt slot. Why? What? Who cares? Who literally cares? What is the point of this? Why am I gonna spend 3 quartz to get this? Like, you know what I mean? Oh, add 1 belt slot. Cool. So bad. So unbelievably bad, man. Do you want to recover more health, or do you want to have 1 more item slot, which you literally do not need at all? So now that we've done this and got all these set up, I can also put on... Hang on, I can put on another amulet right now. Since I only have the Puppet Destroyer and Carrier, I can just put this on, put on Carrier. So with it on, I'm at 45%. With it off, I'm at 48. Wow, that doesn't make much of a difference right now. Probably because I'm not holding too much, or have much capacity in general. May as well just put it on at least, until I get more. Alright, let's actually go back to the Cathedral now. But it was worth getting that stuff for sure. Cathedral Library, let's do it. Ooh. Go as much as I can for now, chat. Ooh. I don't know if I should go like 3 hours again. I don't want to roast my PC in the PS5. Boopity boopity boop. I'm currently still waiting on a commission for my VTuber in the Lies of P outfit I was going to use for all the thumbnails. I was just going to use the same art for every thumbnail for the series, because I use the same PNG pose for most of the thumbnails now, don't I? At least make it stick out like that. Not even close to the DLC yet, kids. But hang on. We're gonna get a weapon in this upcoming part, so let's carefully look around. I always forget about that, god damn it. So chat, check this out. The carcasses also have ceiling blobs. That's cool. 1, 2, whoop. 2, 3. Ah, damn it. Yeah, take you out already. Annoying. Okay. So now I'm gonna fall down here. Hang on. Dim ergo fragments. Let me just use a heal. Nice. Advanced crank. The advanced cranks I might use later, but, like, I'm really not upgrading my attack stats. That the cranks basically do, like, next to nothing for me. I keep walking on those, and I can barely see that square. Oh, well. Want extra pockets? I mean, I literally barely use all the pockets I have. In fact... Oh, caliber. Nice. I don't even use this menu at all because it's too slow. But I could use that. It's just like, eh, who cares? Who cares, chat? We picked up some goodies. This place is cursed. It is the abyss of hell. You cannot leave. The only thing waiting for you is despair. Okay. Was checking to see if I turned down... Hang on, I think I'm drifting a little bit away from the microphone again. Sorry. Chat says they can hear me loud and clear, so hopefully we're good. They call it the arm of God. You arrogant ones, you've called the wrath of God upon yourselves. Radiant ergo fragment. That's like 500. Okay. Resistance ample. Okay. Now let's keep going ahead for now. We're not too far off from reaching a boss, chat. I do want to get something important first. Damn it. Come on. There we go. Smart dodges and we're okay. Okay, just ignore the goopy bombs. Fable Catalyst. Bro, haven't found one of these for a bit, apparently. Okay. Hang on. This is why the cathedral was built and remembered. Pilgrims worship the merciful angel. Crescent Moonstone, we take that for later. Now I gotta go through the blueberry syrup. Damn it. Ah, shoot. Fighting on stairs always suck. Kind of whiff the attack sometimes. Don't worry. Just take that. Didn't get me. Let's see. Shoot. You can hear that there's something up those stairs. I didn't want to go up there and have to fight them all at once. Okay, here we go. Carefully. Nice. Man, the Fable art for the axe blade is pretty good. You just get, it costs 3 meter, but you just charge it up for like a super heavy overhead swing. Okay. Sorry, chat. I was focused on the game for a sec. Couldn't see you guys. You're watching the Oni playthrough there, SM? No problem. Ooh. I do enjoy playing the RPG Maker games a lot too. This elevator is what I'm looking for. Nice. I'm playing a new Oni tomorrow. That one that's on Steam. I heard it's bad, but it'll be fun bad, I hope. But anyways, chat, there's gonna be a talking here in a sec. But I'm gonna finally be able to get a cool thing. Yeah, I got a good stagger there.
Damn it. I can't find the way out. Monsters everywhere. I need to grab my share and leave.
Turn it up a bit.
Oh. Oh, that's odd. I thought I was the only one with a sound mind here. Sure I don't need to introduce myself? Note these golden wings? Yes, you guessed it. You don't know who I am. Preposterous! Everyone in Krat has heard of me. Do you live under a rock? I'm Alidoro the Hound. Treasure hunter extraordinaire. Yes, it's a nickname.
I ditched my real name in the past. I'm looking for other survivors of this disaster, but it's been a lonely search, and there's danger around every corner. Do you know of a place where I can take refuge? Preferably someplace clean and comfortable, you know, civilized.
I do. Vanini Works is the safest place in Krat.
Vanini Works? I didn't give that place much thought. That's where the puppets are being made, after all. But I heard tell of a shelter there as well. With no first-hand knowledge, I suppose I have to trust you. I have a lot of searching ahead of me, so why don't I lighten my load? Consider this an act of charity. A thank you gift. Take it.
Cool. I told a lie. Now the ergo is whispering.
Since you're so helpful, I'll give you a peek at my collection. Show me what you're worthy of.
Okay, so yeah. This is the guy that you trade boss souls with. Kill strong enemies to gain rare ergo. Alidoro is a treasure hunter who collects this rare ergo. You can exchange it for Alidoro's precious weapons or amulets. So, for every boss soul you get, you can either get a weapon or an amulet. So, because there's only one boss soul per playthrough, you basically get either one or the other per cycle, right? Let me see. So yeah, Parade Leader's Ergo can get you the 7-coil spring sword. Broken Hero, that's the constable robot, gets you this umbrella. I don't know how good that is. King's Flame, the furnace robot, gives you this thing. So 2 cool swords and an umbrella. And the amulets enables dodging even with low stamina. And it weighs 13.6. Whoopee. The giant cool sword? Or that? I don't know, chat. Which one looks better to you? Hang on. And for this one, increase weapon attack in proportion to the number of Fable slots. This isn't terrible at all. It's basically just a free extra attack upgrade, as long as you wear it, right? But I think I'm gonna pick, for the sake of letting myself get the platinum later, I might just take all weapons in this run. So yeah, this one's okay. It's okay. This one, upon successful perfect guard, temporarily increased damage inflicted with weapon attack. So this one is for the, like the super hardcore pro god gamers. If you're confident you can always get that, dang. Also, this one weighs the most. Why? Your stamina is going to be low if you wear this thing. I can tell you that. Wow. Anyway, I'm going to take this. I'm taking the weapons. I'll get amulets, all amulets on next cycle, I guess. With the collection.
As a descendant of aristocrats, the very best families, I have a duty to the common people. I live my life fulfilling that duty. And part of that duty is ensuring these items are returned to their rightful owners. What I'm showing you is just a portion of the collection. If you come to the refuge, we'll be able to continue our confabulation.
Yay.
Until then, remember this hound when golden wings shine.
Alright, well I sent him to a very safe location, chat. Okay, so hang on though. So, I have the carrier amulet on. This is the one I want to use right now. Okay, with the carrier amulet on, it's at 53. I'm at 57 with this though, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all, actually. I don't need to go for capacity too much right now. So, something important though, for boss weapons, you can't separate the blade with the handle. The boss weapons are, like, unique in that they're always... You can't dismantle them. You have to use them as is, which lets them design them a certain way, so that's fine, honestly. Okay. So, light attack. This is me spamming lights. Running light. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Now, tap heavy. Okay, now charge heavy. Yeah. And running heavy. Yeah, this is the one I wanted to try using for this run, chat. Look at that thing. Look at this weird-ass steampunk kind of sword. Just has it over the shoulder like Cloud Strife style. Now I'm gonna spend some material to upgrade it when I get back to the hotel, though. So let's go down. Perfect. Boop, 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 ba-doo. Boss amulets are so heavy. I know, right? I'm just gonna go for all the weapons, though. Maybe try the other one later, but it's kind of harder to have a whole lot of Dark Moonstones of the Covenant, so you can only really invest into one boss weapon at a time. Okay, so let's look around. Speaking of Platinums, another thing I did start playing on my own last night, I started playing the game Gal Guardians, which is like the Castlevania-styled game with the Galgun characters. Unironically, a really good Castlevania clone. Oops. Maybe after I beat it, I might do it as a stream, to be honest. There we go. Hang on a sec. I don't want to drop down there. Assuming it doesn't have, like, you know, Galgun content. That would make it bad for uploading. Let me move here. Oof, I can feel the heat coming out in the room again. It is hot in here. What's this? Hang on, hold that thought. Cecile is unwell again. Today, Brother Adam found her standing like one of the... Oh, sorry, I think I still had the volume turned up when he was talking. Today, Brother Adam found her standing like one of the dead at the edge of the cliff and brought her back. If it's mild sleepwalking, it's fine, but I'm worried it's her old blood compulsiveness again. I know about her strong beliefs better than anyone else, so it's really too bad. God will be glad with the atoned. Perhaps I should ask her for atonement when visiting the Isle of Alchemists. I have their relic in my hand, thanks to Cecile. I won't let those bastards ruin Krat anymore. This will purify the city. Maybe it was a mistake to accept those guys from the beginning. This disaster was divine judgment. They should have been turned away all those 30 years ago. But this will be the end. Krat is a city blessed by God, and I, Andreas, will come to its rescue. The journal is badly torn. Why me? Methinks bad stuff happened here, chat. Oof, I bonked. Okay, done. Kind of had me backed against the wall, only in a situation where I'd bonk you, so... Archbishop's Holy Mark. It is the Archbishop's item that Cecile wanted to see in her last moments. The Archbishop was such a man of character that they called him the Saint of Krat. They say his moral influence has made murderers repent before God. And now we got a thing over here. Workshop. Okay, yeah, okay. This is the next defense ring. Hang on, or frame. So up by 3, and it gives me 4.25 extra physical defense. Okay. And it puts me at 56. Oh, I misread. Okay, that's good. Might want to get some more capacity upgrades soon. If I take off the carrier amulet, I go into slightly heavy now, but I don't have much else to put on. I definitely will need to invest in more capacity to lug stuff around, especially with this big-ass heavy sword. Okay. Now, what was I saying? I mentioned starting Gal Guardians. Apparently, people said there's, like, a second one in development that's more closer to a Metroidvania. I'm kind of excited for that now, too. There's also, like, they showed off the Bloodstained sequel, finally, chat. It's gonna have character switching like Portrait of Ruin. Kind of excited. I want to play some more Castlevanias and, some Castlevania likes so that I can get on Steam if I can. Okay. Let's roll this way. I'd play that Toho-vania game, but the music gets copyright claimed. Because it's like in some kind of... I think it's like literally registered with Sony Music or something. It's really stupid. I know Dylan told me about it all the time. Now, I'm not quite done here. I'm looking for something else. That was the elevator. I need to go up this way. The fact that I finally made time to play this, I'm making more time for games again. That's good. Okay, I went up that way. I need to go over this way. Roll away. Frost the blueberry syrup. The raspberry syrup, I should say. Now we push the fire into this, and it just deletes it. Don't ask how, but it's satisfying to watch it happen. Hang on. That goes down there. Okay, but first, over here. And this is a drop back to the beginning, but I don't want to do that yet. I want to open up the shortcut first. I gotta give the holy mark to Cecile. If you beat the next boss without giving her the mark, you missed your chance. And you basically failed that side quest. Splendid ergo fragment. Oof. I love when he uses that big mechanical arm to do that. It's so satisfying. Okay, here you are.
Oh, thank you. Just seeing the Archbishop's holy mark renews my spirit. It's a reminder of the quiet power of faith. I'll remember this forever, Stalker.
Okay.
It's a reminder of the quiet power of faith.
I need to come back to this spot after I beat the next boss as well. So, let me just run over here for a sec. We're pretty much done with this area, right? Okay, yep, there's the boss door. Hang on. But before we do that, I need to go back to the hotel, and I need to actually, like, upgrade the sword I got, so it's actually worth using. I'm pretty sure when you upgrade a boss weapon, they get a massive buff to their stats. Like, usually you've seen so far when you upgrade a normal weapon blade, it gives you, like, plus, like, single digit or, like, 11 or 12. When you upgrade the boss swords, I'm pretty sure they go up by, like mid-20s. And you can only upgrade them to +5, yeah, so effectively you're getting, like, twice the level at once, which is pretty cool. Okay. Coming up to a boss fight. Let's see if I can focus and do it.
I know my way around a...
So, yep, goes up by 28 damage. I only have one Dark Moonstone of the Covenant, though. Damn, I thought I had more. Okay. If I could upgrade it again, it'd go up by 29. I need 2 Dark Moonstones of the Covenant, though. Thought I found more. No more hidden Moonstones. I have a Crescent Moonstone to upgrade the coil head. I may as well do that now. Just invest into it for later. Crescent Moonstones become a lot more common. The game kind of increases the upgrade material as a way to kind of gatekeep you from over-grinding upgrade stuff. Like, first it's Hidden Moonstone, then Crescent Moonstone. And, like, the next tier of Moonstone becomes a more common drop in later areas in the game. You get what I mean? Okay, so for a level up, I need almost 4K. That's a lot. Don't think I'm gonna have enough for that with the current amount of souls I got. Could just go for the boss fight as is. I want the flame arm here. Hang on.
Welcome to...
So he sells Crescent Moonstone. Oh, no. He sells 2 of these? If I just get these 2, I could upgrade the sword again right now. That would be worth a whole lot more than any level up. Yeah, I could go for that. Hang on.
Welcome.
Okay. There we go. And I'm gonna need a bit to actually pay for the upgrade. I think I need a little more, actually. Just one more. Perfect. Yeah, getting another plus 29 on the sword would be huge right now, for sure.
I know my way around.
Okay. And then the next one's another 28, but I need 4 Dark Moonstones of the Covenant. Okay, I'd say we're ready to try the boss fight now. So I've got my Fire Abrasive, which is good, because this boss is going to require fire. I've spent my current quartz. Hang on, I can upgrade the Legion Caliber. This would be perfect right now. Okay. So for this, I'm gonna upgrade this right now. Increase fire attack range. Okay. So to get the electric one level 3, I need 2 Legion calibers, so just getting these 2 to level 2 is, or level 1, I guess, from the markings, is good enough, I'd say. Being able to extend my fire range and move around with the electric one is good enough out for now. And I'm at 56. Should probably dump some into capacity soon enough. Yeah, okay, we're good to go. Time to focus for a boss fight. Ooh. And eventually just buy the upgrade materials from Paladina. You mean just, like, infinitely? Gonna need to focus for this one, chat. This, I think, like, in the first playthrough, this boss is definitely a huge difficulty spike. Hang on. I remember it took me a while. Okay. Time to focus, kiddos. Maybe turn it down preemptively because the boss fights got really, really loud. I don't want it to drown me out completely. There we go, that should be good. I care about you, chat. I need to make sure you hear my beautiful voice over the video game. Okay. Let's do it. You remember that hole we saw at the start of the cathedral, chat? This is the bottom of it. You think he wants to be friends? Oh boy. That's the rest of the body, chat. Okay. Let's focus. Ooh. Ah, come on. Ugh. Okay. Damn it, he hit me. Damn it. Not a lot of room to follow up after the first strikes. There we go. Shoot. Also, chat, check out this Fable art. Is that not sick? I can shoot a literal sword beam across the ground. Come on. Okay. Nope. Shoot. Okay, messed that one up and now my decay meter is too bad. Shoot. Alright, and now we're done the first phase. That's right, this is the first boss with 2 health bars. Whew. That's why I wasn't using my fire grindstone yet. That was the easy parts. Had no face, chat. Oh. He looks like a monstrous boulder from Pikmin. I can kind of see it in the bottom face there. Hang on. Ooh. Shoot. Couldn't see anything there. Shoot. Okay. Okay, back away. Gotta heal. Shoot. Shoot. Come on. Ah, crud. Okay, we're safe. Come on. Shoot. Ah, that was a good first attempt, though. Ah. That was a really good first attempt. I was considering just, like, unloading my remaining thermites on it, but that wouldn't have been enough to kill. It would have been a waste. Okay. Audio level good. The boss music can be really loud, so I turned it down a little tiny bit. Because, again, it was probably overpowering as hell last time. Okay. First real death, chat. First real death. That other one doesn't count. Okay. Gotta do the first phase again. Shoot. Nice. Shoot. Okay. Come on. Okay, back away. Yeah, they're healing. Whoa! There we go, phase 2. Skip that. Shoot, too much damage. Ah, shoot. Okay, I got the burn on him. Shoot. Oh boy. I know. I can't see the camera there. That was bull. Come on. Okay, back away. Use my blade beam. Come on. There we go. Second try. Oh, that was pretty clean. I almost had it the first try, but I made too many mistakes. And got whiffed. Or got hit. Hey, what's that, chat? Something appears to be happening here. Was the thing inside it a puppet? No, no, that was the Archbishop inside him, or inside the beast thing.
And now, the stage is set.
Something appears to be happening, chat. They're absorbing the blueberry power there. Yeah, Twisted Angels ergo.
I want to go back to the old Krat. The old me. Before the greed overtook me.
Alright. Got enough for 2 levels there. Now, the monsters we're seeing are what happened to the people that were afflicted with the disease. Okay. Well, chat, now that I've done that... Hey, you know what we could do? Ooh, hang on. First, let's go here. Let's go back to where Cecile was. So I made it to the end of the cathedral in 2 hours. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that progress. I know what area is next. That one might take a little bit. Definitely would take a lot more than an hour, so I shouldn't go too much longer. Hang on. Oh, there it is. Cecile's written confession. Thank you for your kindness. I'm a sinner who murdered innocent people in the past. I couldn't suppress the monster in me. Only the Archbishop saved me. Of course, he was a human who makes mistakes. Even saints succumb to wealth and power. But at least I can live as myself, and that's a huge blessing. So yes, I believe that he was a saint. Now you open the second path. Thank you for letting me live as a human, not a monster. Farewell, Cecile. So if you don't bring her the mark, and you come back to this spot after beating the Archbishop, she's already turned into a Carcass monster. Here we go. Alright. So next... So you might remember, I told Alidoro here to go to the workshop. Let's go check on him. Let's see what he's up to. Let's go see. I've been up to a little bit of tomfoolery, chat. Do you think he'll forgive me? You think he'll forgive little old me? I don't tell lies. I only tell truths, like this one. I'll upload a new video tomorrow.
Is anyone there? Help a friend out. The factory's locked up tight. You? I didn't think we'd ever meet again. Can't say I'm happy to see you, though. Sorry, I let my frustration get the better of me.
I can hear.
This place is crawling with hostile puppets. You must have known that, but you still sent me here. Honor and trust are everything to this hound. You've insulted me to the core. I'll never forgive you. But perhaps there's a shred of decency in you, so I'll ask again. Do you know of a safe place?
Yes. Elysian Boulevard is very safe.
Nice try, but I've been there already and I know better. The puppets have already destroyed that place. Again, you spurn my trust. But even a brave soul like me cannot afford another enemy in times like these. I shall show you mercy. Perhaps it will inspire a nobler spirit in you. But beware, do not fool me ever again.
Or what? The ergo is whispering.
You tricked me with your lie. You disappoint me. But I'm no stranger to beneficence, so I shall let it pass one more time. Know that even my forgiveness has its limits. Remember, the hound's fangs crave the traitor's neck.
Is my lantern on? It's kind of dark here. There we go. When did I turn that off? I just realized how dark it was, like, talking to him in this corner.
It seems the hotel is the only other option.
Well, he's headed there now. Hang on, while I've stopped in here, hydrate and stretch, hang on. One sec. Let me just take out these two for a quick, Yeah, there we go. Sawtooth wheel. Get a little extra for my trouble. Ooh. Okay, so now he moves to the hotel where I can, like, trade stuff whenever I want. And I just got ergo from beating that one boss, so... Let me get a drink, like I said. Oh, don't worry, I stretched. How I get on with the next boss? Victini, the first time I fought that boss, I was up all, like, hours one night, retrying it over and over. And last time I did it first try. And I highly, highly doubt I'm pulling it off first try on stream, but, And I'm not getting to that next boss today, that's for sure. But next time I will. But hang on.
The cathedral. It seems nowhere is safe now. Maybe those who went there seeking refuge became monsters somehow. But the petrification disease turns you to stone, not into a monster. I'm worried about the Malum District, just below the cathedral. I wonder whether there are monsters there, too.
Okay, let's get a level up right quick. Ooh, 11 HP. That's even less than before. And 3 stamina. You know what? Let's take a stamina and capacity upgrade for now. Perfect. And... hang on a second. Do I have to live them? I don't have to, but I am.
Oh, it's you. This hotel is indeed a refuge from the dangers of the outside world. I am the Hound, a descendant of the city's most aristocratic families. Repaying debts is what we nobles do. Betrayal creates a debt that is particularly hard to pay back. But I am a man with generosity and mercy in abundance. I shall give you the honor of viewing my treasure so that you may apologize.
Of course, of course.
However, you must prove your worthiness. For this legendary treasure, the ergo of a powerful enemy shall suffice. It's up to you if you want to make the exchange. Take your time to admire it. I've certainly done likewise.
Okay. So for the Twisted Angel ergo, we can get the Trident of the Covenant. This one is unique. It's one of the few weapons in the game that has a crit rate. You'll notice the stat over there has that. So at 30% of the time when you hit with this, it does critical damage. Only a few weapons can actually do that. I remember liking this in my first playthrough for a bit. I'll take it for now because I'm taking all the weapons. But hang on. So has a chance of none being consumed when using pulse cells. So I feel like I wouldn't take this unless I understood what is this chance. Is the chance 1 in 100? 1 in 1,000? 50% of the time? Like, I don't like it when they say there's a chance. Like, that doesn't tell me anything. That's not worth the 8.4 weight of wearing it for the maybe saving an extra heal. Okay, but let's take this. Trident of the Covenant. It has a pretty cool charge attack. Okay. Now that we've done that, I think Vanini wants to talk now.
I've been investigating the puppet frenzy, and it looks like I need your help. First, let me show you a little something I've been working on. I call it the ergo wavelength decoder. The name lacks a certain flair, but I assure you it works. If my suspicions are correct, something in the puppet's very ergo is causing their aggression. My decoder can find malicious signals within the waves, but I cannot possibly get close enough to gather the ergo wave records myself. You, on the other hand, would you? Could you? I refuse to believe the King of Puppets is truly behind this puppet rampage. It's too simple, but also a bit too much even for him. No. I suspect the ergo itself is corrupted, or at least compromised. I do so desperately want to find the cause, as I'm sure you do too, my friend. It breaks my heart to see puppets turned into murderous tools of bloodshed.
Alright. So I just have to carry that with me. I don't have to actually do anything with it. Alright. Gotta get going now, Miner. No problem. Have a good night. Looked it up. The chance of the amulet working is 25%. That's not the worst thing ever, but it's... I don't know if it's really worth taking. For now, I'm gonna keep using this little sword, but actually, hang on. I guess I could switch to a different weapon right now. Hang on. Let me try taking the salamander head and putting it on the... Hang on a second. For aggressive enemies right here, it should be... Put on the booster glaive. Yeah, there we go. So, swapping the heavy sword for this. A lot less weight to carry around. But yeah, let's try this for a little bit, why don't we? Okay. The more pulse cells you have, the better the chance you have of just not consuming any. I suppose so, statistically, after a certain point, you're probably guaranteed to have one or two extra heals, right? Okay, so now we're gonna advance a tiny bit. I'll go a tiny bit longer, chat, but I'm not gonna go for 3 hours. We're now at the start of the next big area. And again, I don't want my stuff to overheat. Lies of P has been a little thing I've just wanted to squeeze into the stream schedule right now. Oh, hello there, Buru. Thank you for the bits there, and thank you for the bits the other day. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 3 hours or bust? Well, as much as I'd like to, I don't want my computer and stuff to overheat. Or my PS5 to die. Can't go in here, right? Plus, the next area is well over an hour long. Oh, fun fact, if you didn't take that other elevator and meet Alidoro, he'd be standing in this room. The game basically tries to make sure that you do not miss him. Because I think in my first playthrough, he was in this room, because I didn't take that elevator before. Welcome, welcome, friends. Didn't know that? Yeah, I just missed the elevator and he was there. And then I couldn't see him next time when I found the elevator. Okay. At the Cathedral exit. Okay. Vivid ergo fragment. I'm finding a bunch of these fragments, chat. Into the point where I should just dump a whole lot in there. Path of the Pilgrim. Hang on, I should turn it down a tiny bit again. Pretty good episode. So, I think I put on the schedule I was going to do more of this game Friday and Saturday. Infected dogs. There we go. Gotta watch out for these bear traps now. They will activate if you walk on them. And I don't think I can really hit them. No, I can't. A little annoying. What was I gonna say? There we go. 2 shots, they down. I upgraded that blade pretty well. Nice. Yeah, tomorrow's plan, to reiterate, I'm going to be playing more of the Heart Gold door randomizer, and I was going to play the Aoni game after. Let's see.
Once, Krat was just a small town on the coast of little importance. Before Elysian Boulevard was built, this place literally was all there was of Krat. But when some in the city prospered, they left the old town behind. Through isolation and neglect, Krat's first incarnation became nothing but dangerous alleys and desperate slums. On the bright side, I guess, the whole city of Krat's pretty much like that now. The old town caught up with the new. It's true what they say. A receding tide sinks all boats.
Okay. So, I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Is this supposed to be like, this looks different now. Is this for the DLC? Because I remember this was a rusted stargazer that did nothing, but it looks like they added vines and a crow to it now. Hang on, but I want to pick this up. Smiling bunny mark. A mark carved with a smiling bunny. It was left in the graveyard of the Malum District tomb slums. The smiling bunny is a well-known sign of the Stalkers. It is said to serve as a sort of pass in certain areas. Okay. Child who is a blessing to their family lies here. May he rest in peace. That's the start of the DLC. Once you get to once you have the item from Chapter 9. Oh, okay. So they had a plan for this rusty stargazer after all, because it looks different now, but prior to the most recent patch, it was just like a rusty, unusable one. Well, good to know. Oh, I'm guessing this grave has something to do with it now. That's cool. The smiling bunny mark is just used for, like, one thing later, and it's not that useful. Alright. Get a quick heal here. Hi, everybody. Hope you're doing good and cozy. Oh, boy. I also had it on the schedule, I think, for Thursday. I was going to do more Digimon Hacker's Memory. I'm a little bit behind on uploading that, because after the last VOD, my computer keeps crashing when I try to, like, edit out that one section where I got, like, lost for a half hour. I might just have to, like, chuck it out with a YouTube editor or something if my computer keeps crashing. I don't know what it is. Maybe there's something wrong with my PC, but specifically, I can't seem to render long stream VODs anymore, even after cleaning the dust out multiple times. Well, time to save up money in case I gotta have to replace that. By the way, chat, this place is the saddest part in the whole game. You know why? You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it very shortly. I'm gonna prepare my tier button. Where is it? There it is. Infected bear! Unfortunately, chat, we gotta put the teddy down. There we go. Poor Teddy. No. Aww. Star fragment. No one likes having to put down the bears, chat. Nobody. Especially not me. An act of mercy it's gonna have to be. But hang on. Let me just run back for a sec. I think there's something... Yeah, I don't want to miss this. Avoid the bear traps. Avoid that fella that thinks he's slick. Okay. Oh no, I'm going back for it. Don't worry. I know it's here. And this is the acidic crystal spear blade. So, I found the fire blade, the electric coil, and this is the acid weapon. And... So yeah, so electric is good for puppets, fire is good for carcasses, acid is supposed to be the weakness of human-type enemies. But, it's not as good of a weakness compared to, like, how the fire and electric are for the puppets and carcasses. Let me see. Let's go over here. But you can do some funky stuff with acid. Like, if you just stab them enough times with that thing, they'll just start taking passive poison damage. But, obviously, the carcasses, their blood literally is acid, so using it on them is not a good idea. Don't do that. They'll resist the hell out of it. Excellent. Better use a heal to play it safe. 1, 2, 3. I can see an infected dog over there. Oh, hang on. Someone dropped something. Or wait. I was never over here. Oops, I missed this. Hidden Moonstone. Yeah, this is the other side of that path where the dog was... Okay, no, that's the way forward. Okay, hang on. Making sure I'm not missing items along the way. The game, if you follow the lit torches, you just find the way to go. Or the lit fires, I guess I should say. But hang on. Is there a dog over here? No, that was the only way forward. I got it. I was just turned around slightly. Okay. Puppy is down. Now we go down this way. Hang on. Where is it? Alright, now I need 3 more of those to upgrade my cool coil sword. Okay. Star fragment. Star fragment. That's 100 souls right there. Legion magazine, that's an extra 40 when I decide to sell them in bulk. I swear, so many of these games are kind of poopy. Not games, sorry. The items. Misspoke. Okay. I like the game, chat. Just don't like having to kill the infected bear. Why must I harm the teddies? Completely against my code. Tomb Slums entrance. Okay, here we go. That's a tall boy. Dang, that was pretty good spacing on my part there. I had him. Took out that big boy pretty easily. Okay. Let's keep looking around for a bit. I think I want to go until I just unlock, like, the next shortcut, which isn't too far off. We're almost to the... We're getting to the Malum District, as it was called. So, I remember I said that the Cathedral boss was a big difficulty spike. The next boss on my first playthrough, again, I mentioned a little bit earlier, I remember when I got to it on one night, I was literally sitting up for hours trying it over and over because I wanted to beat it so badly. It's really difficult. But when you learn the parries, it feels so satisfying. And again, on my last attempt on my own, off stream, I did first try it. And I'd love to be able to do that on stream. So far, I've first tried every boss except the Archbishop. Oh, hang on. I beat him on my second try. However, as it turns out, Gravity was unfortunately the first boss to claim me. Let me check this thing I just picked up. Wanted, Black Rabbit Brotherhood. Yep, that's them. A criminal group of 4 stalkers, charged with theft, assault, tampering with bodies, and other serious crimes. Their base is the Malum District, so be extremely careful when entering it. Ooh. Welcome back, welcome back. Not going too much longer. I played the Heart Gold before this for like 2.5 hours, so... Yeah, we're already kind of hit the end of the day, haven't we? Perfect. 5 hours is pretty good stream time. Remember a few weeks ago when I was being crazy and streaming one game for like 5 hours at a time? Chat, don't let me do that again. That was stupid. My back hurt like hell after those. Speaking of backs, let me just hit that. And let me stand up and do a proper stretch again. Ooh. There we go. Oof. Little stretch. Little stretch. I almost just fell backwards on my butt. That wouldn't have been good. That wouldn't have been a funny noise. That would have been a concerned noise of pain. Fire abrasive. There is even treasure to be found in the collapsing shack. Find out what happened to the greedy couple. I mean, 5 hours total I've been streaming. I mean, one game without a break for 5 hours was what was stupid. Okay. This right here is the shortcut, chat. Let's use it. Okay. First, though, Soul's elevator, so let's just take out the secret entrance. Dark Moonstone of the Covenant, nice. 2 more and I can upgrade my coil sword. I'm probably gonna get the coil sword to +5 before I mess around with another one, let's be real. Coil sword has a fun moveset. Okay. There it is. So I need to call this back and ride it to the top, because that will open up a shortcut. But, I think I should probably also beat the mini-boss. That would be wise, but I should also open up the shortcut in case I die. Got it noted. We'll stop you next time you do that. Good. Check your posture. Be good. Good. Ride this sucker to the top. I'll keep on the booster handle here with the sword, or fire sword. Scribbles of a slum resident. Everything changed after the doctor spread the blue medicine. I buried my brother. I don't even know it was my brother. Who is the doctor? Whose blue hair is that in his cane? And here's the Stargazer. Let's keep using this. Unfortunately, chat, doing this has restored the Carcass bearer. No. All right, let's go down. Oof. I think in this summer heat in this room, definitely would not be able to handle a super long stretch like that. Even with this fan going, just so nice. Okay, hang on. Okay, these peeps respawned, so let's just get rid of them. Carcass bodily fluid. This is basically an acid throwable. Just gonna head on over here. Shoot. Okay, just in time. Oh, good. The fire finished him off. That guy can be a pain in the ass. If I'm not mistaken, he's like a unique mini-boss. Oh, that's only here? I don't think... I can't remember if this guy actually shows up anywhere else but this spot. Okay. But, yeah, killing him gave me a key for... Is it this? Yeah, here it is. Yeah, he doesn't respawn like all the other mini-bosses. Nice. Okay. Good gains right there, kiddos. Okay, and now we have a better corrosion resistance item. So, yep, this is not only more acid resistance, but it's a resistance across the board at the cost of 3.2 weight. So put that on. With the carrier amulet on, it's at 50, and 54 without it, but we don't have anything else to put on, so I may as well put this on. That's pretty good. I think I'm good for capacity for a little bit longer. So, going down this way... I should probably just get to the next bonfire, shouldn't I? Is there anything over here? Just this. Okay. Anything over here? Okay, no, there's a little bit more to go. There we go. Should probably head back to the Stargazer, like, right now, then, shouldn't I? Okay. About to be... I'm getting close enough to have, like, 2 level ups, so... Yeah. Okay. Oh, where did you come from? Must have aggroed one of them and they've made their way all the way over here, damn. This is good, chat. Is good. Okay. We'll be leaving the elevator up there, so that's good, too. Mini-boss is down. All he did was drop the slum key. Yeah, the reason that mini-boss drops the key for that shack is because in the shack is the stronger corrosion resistance thing, so... You can run by that mini-boss, but you miss out on the item if you don't kill him, basically. Oh. Okay, Hotel Krot. Looks like Pulcinella wants to talk to me. Ended up going like 2.5 anyway, not bad. This was fun, chat. Hopefully I can finally start getting this uploaded soon enough. I got so much uploads to catch up on. Okay. Get me in. What do you want, Mr. Robot Butler?
At the House of Vanini, even...
Request appraisal of collectibles. Smiling bunny mark?
Oh dear. This is the mark of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood, a notorious band of stalkers. The Stalkers as a unified force ceased to be after their defeat at the Battle of the Workshop Tower. The Black Rabbit Brotherhood took over the Malum District after that. I believe you could use this mark to move safely whilst on the Black Rabbit Brotherhood's turf, to use their unsophisticated vernacular, and give you entree to the black market as well. But be careful, sir. The Black Rabbit Brotherhood is quite infamous for how they treat interlopers. If they catch you, they'll put you in the liar's coffin. Yes, I believe it is as unpleasant as it sounds. Ah, and I see we have new physical records to catalogue for the collection. Such effort deserves commensurate reward, don't you think?
Crescent Moonstone, nice. You still got playlists to catch up on too? No worries, no worries. Let's go here and level up.
You're full of surprises. A puppet that keeps changing, keeps growing. I can feel a change in your ergo. Change is never easy. Look at me. A human trapped in the shackles of the past. I wish I was back in Krat before the petrification disease. Before the disaster. Krat was a city of light. A city of joy. I wish I could go back. Even just for one day.
Okay. So let me just get enough for a second level up here if I can. Use those. I got a bunch of these on hand, but I'll save them. They're not going to get me another level up. So, 1 capacity, 1 stamina. I'll take it. Keeping ahead of the game there, chat. Who cares about these silly other stats? I don't need more damage. I am the damage. Okay. Now that I've done that, though... yeah, this is probably a good stopping point for sure. I need 4,500 for next level. I'm level 51. Can hold things decently well. We're gonna get some more better amulets to put on soon. I've got the strongest defense items on right now as well. I feel like in the upcoming part, maybe I'll switch my arm, because even though fire's good for the carcasses, I feel like when you're in tight quarters, the firearm doesn't do as much. Like, you're better off using, like, the electric arm, because it gives the enemy that, like, knockback when you hit them with it. And the raw faster damage, more of a punch, so to speak. Anyways, chat, this is where I'm gonna wrap up today's stream. Oof. We'll be back again tomorrow with, more Heart Gold and more spooky, scary Aoni game. This is fun. I'll be playing some more of this in a few days. Man, I am starting to sweat to death in here. It's really hot. I had fun. Thank you all for tuning in for Lies of P. I'm looking forward to finally getting to the DLC, because again, I haven't played it before. But man, it's so far into the playthrough, but I'm fine doing a new game from the beginning. Anyways, hope you guys are enjoying this so far. Hope the audio mixing was a little bit better as well. For now, for YouTube audience, have a good night, and bye-byes.